Hey, yo! Black Knight has always been one of my favorite cards, and he's always been to either be in the meta, falling off the meta, or kind of middle of the pack in the meta. I finally have a deck here that SpaceX helped me build that feels actually really good and pretty competitive. Let's go ahead and jump right into the deck. So this is going to be the deck right here. It's Big Slapping Meat. I know it's a weird name, but I coined it from STG after he said it in the chat yesterday, which this gameplay is going to be from stream from yesterday, where we actually can just go over the top. We have a couple different lines. Valentina really helps us reach some of these other points that we may not have been able to reach before, but it feels really solid. Let me go ahead and jump into why we have each card in this list individually, and then, of course, the deck code will be down in the description below. So starting off, we have Black Knight. Whenever you discard a card, you get the Ebony Blade in your hand, and the Ebony Blade gets the power of the card you discarded. So if you discard an Infinite, it's a 20 powered Ebony Blade. This card cannot be destroyed. It can be Shadow Kinged, but it cannot be Shang-Chi'd. Next, we have Blade, which is going to be a targeted discard card. It discards the rightmost card in your hand. So you're using this with an Infinite. You're using this with your Magneto, potentially with your Scar or your Typhoid Mary. You're using this in this list too on turn 1 if you do have Infinite. If you do have Infinite in your hand, you don't just wait to draw Black Knight because you don't necessarily know the draw order you're going to have. You just turn 1, discard your Infinite because you're going to get Ghost Rider value anyways, being able to bring back that Infinite. So that's what you do in that sort of situation. Of course, if you have Black Knight before you have Blade, you'd play your Black Knight first to try and see you can get Blade value later. And next, you have Shadow King in this list for yourself. I know it's weird. You have Shadow King in your list. Your Ebony Blade can be Shadow Kinged, but you're using this for other matchups. So we have Sarah in this list, so this gives you like a tech option to be able to play on later in the game because people aren't going to be expecting you to run Shadow King in your Black Knight since, like we said, the Blade is susceptible to Shadow King. But you're using it in this list to be able to just offset what your opponents are trying to do. Next, we have Valentina. Valentina is a card-generating card. It gives you a 6-cost card that has 4 power and is 4 cost minus 3 power. You already Luke Cage in this list, so that 6 cost will go back to its original power. Your Shadow King also resets it back to its original power as well. This is another way to make sure you can have a card to discard or just some big power in your hand. With your Sarah as well, this is a 3-cost 6-drop you can potentially play on turn 6 too. There's not a direct substitute for Valentina. You could try Magic in this slot, but it does not do the same thing as Valentina. Next, you have Luke Cage. This helps you with your Typhoid Mary, and it helps you with your Valentina card so that you don't get afflicted with a negative power. Also, there's still a lot of Scream going around right now, too, so this helps into your Scream matchups and bad locations. That's why we have Luke Cage in this list. And then Lady Sif is going to target the highest cost card in your hand. If you play this later in the game, and let's say you have Typhoid Mary on the board, this is actually going to hit your other 6 drops. It won't hit Scar because it's discounted. It goes off current cost. So Lady Sif always hits the current top costed card in your hand. It works really well with Black Knight, of course, because you're hitting your Magneto, your Infinite, or your Scar. So you always have that target there for Lady Sif. And next we have Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider brings back one of those discarded cards. It's really solid in this list because you can get if you discard your Infinite, you can get it back on the board with Ghost Rider, and then you also have the Ebony Blade, so there's 40 power you can play right there. And if you have Sarah, you can do this on the same turn. So you're on the same turn dropping 44 power with the Ghost Rider as well. And then, of course, we have Typhoid Mary. Typhoid Mary is a 410. It's really good for your value for your Scar. This makes Scar a 411 if you play this out early, or you can play this later in the game as well. You're dropping another 10 power, like I said, with Sarah, and then you also have Luke Cage to be able to make sure your card's unafflicted with a negative power from Typhoid Mary. Sarah is what enables you to also do some of these other combos, whether it is getting a Scar in the 6-drop down on the board that you got from Valentina, whether if it's a Ghost Rider and an Ebony Blade on the same turn, whether if it's a Luke Cage, Shadow King, Typhoid Mary same turn, Luke Cage, Shadow King, Scar on the same turn. This allows you just to open up the door to have a bunch of different options, what Zabu used to be able to do with your 4-cost cards. Sarah is kind of that card that allows you to do that going forward, and it feels really solid in this list. And then, of course, we have Scar. It gets discounted for any card you have over 10 power on the board, which is your Typhoid Mary, your Magneto, your Infinite, And whatever of those become an Ebony Blade too. So you do get some immediate Scar value. In some instances, you play Scar instead of Sarah. It really just depends on what you going on. And of course, if this does become a 411, when you use Sarah, it's a 311. So it just gives you the unlimited value there. And then, of course, you have Magneto. You could play Giganto in this slot. I like Magneto because you can play Magneto anywhere, and it has an ability. When you bring it back with Ghost Rider, the on-reveal ability goes off. Or if you just play this on tempo, the all-in-reveal ability goes off too. That's why I like Magneto, be able to offset what our opponents are trying to do. And there's a lot of mid-range decks going on right now, so this kind of helps you alter what they're trying to do there. And then, of course, you have Infinite. You're using this just to discard it. You're not really playing this out by itself unless something crazy happens, like you get a Project Pegasus or something. But this is really what you're targeting to discard. This is the high roll for your discard. You're hitting it with a Blade, you're hitting it with a Sif, and then you're bringing it back with a Ghost Rider, and it's becoming Ebony Blade. That is what this card is in this list for. But yeah, that's going to be the general gist of this list. We're going to jump into some gameplay from stream over the weekend. If you guys do enjoy the video, definitely feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. And I will see you guys at the end of the video. Honestly, Typhoid Mary here over here. I know, it's bad. It's bad. You're playing Scarlet Spider, and I did some other stuff. Yeah, you are a pirate. Okay, so like if we get Luke really helps us here, actually. Yeah, we can play Typhoid, the Typhoid Mary there. The White Widow. Sanctorum. Frostman with, oh my gosh, 105 streams for Frostman. Holy moly. Let's freaking go, Frostman. You're amazing. Honestly, I think we're just dead, guys. I'll be honest. Thank you so much for 105 streams, bro. Yeah, we're dead. I mean, they just juggernaut me here and I die. Miles? I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh! I have to play the I mean, so like, if I do this, I can play Scar, Black Knight. This is the play. They stagger on. Not mad about that. Not mad about that. So go Shadow King. This. Valentina. Black Knight. If I or I could do. Could go Luke. This. No, I can't do both. Okay, so I can go Luke. I think it's this. Shadow King. Oh, I could do this, actually, this. That. I always do this, that. This and that. If they cannonball me here, I think it's a cannonball. I think it's cannonball ankle. There we go. There we go. That was good. Yeah, the list is very, very common. Yes, the list is very, very common. Oh, that was the move War Machine. That's what it was. I wasn't even thinking that. I wasn't thinking it was the... I didn't put it together that it was that list. That list runs Cosmo now, too? This is... I do this and then this. They have another cast. Is it this or do I just go greedy Ghost Rider Blade? We win right. We lose to Iron Man left.
We are the future. I am Iron Man.
Okay. What's up, Lost Cause? How you doing, bro?
Victory.
Welcome in. So that's why I do retreat later in like that situation in case they're like, well, I don't actually have a good hand, so I'm also going to retreat. There's Typhoid. In this situation, I don't really want to get rid of Scar just yet. Goose! What is Goose doing here? Yeah, I got you. Well. You got a nice name, D's Knots. Actually, hold up. Let me put this here. They're playing Lockout? Yeah, that's why I'm going to play this here. Cosmo, Lizard, Maw, Typhoid. You go Sarah.
Snap.
There we go. There we go. So I'm gonna go boom, 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 bam. It should be a dub. Should be a dub-a-roni here.
Knowledge is power.
Okay. We stayed in that.
Victory.
Purple haze. Yeah, if Wolverine didn't go right, we would have been okay. But since Wolverine did go right, we died. We died. Ooh. Odin things. Death's domain.
Oh, snap.
Death's domain. This goes and gets to be safe there. Killmonger. Killmonger. Yeah, I'll catch you later, Pog. We're about to go. I'm about to go watch Bad Blood in a bit too.
Are ye worthy?
Give
Give me a null.
That's pretty good.
What was copycat?
I don't even know what copycat was. What is this game? Oh, it was Mary. It was Mary. Okay, okay. Magic. Oh. Sarah. This is just what Sarah control things. I think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, if you did appreciate the video, let me know down below what is your favorite style of discard. Is it Hela? Is it Black Knight? Or is it just classic discard? Anyways, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Until the next time, God bless, and Tucker out.